Episode 3, First Lesson in Control. Setting. The events in Gregory Wren's office have shaken Arif, Jason, and Sarah. They've seen something they never imagined, an actual glimpse of the school's missing founder, trapped within a mirror. Now Arif is more determined than ever to understand the pendant and its powers. But with the pendant growing stronger and more unpredictable, they realize it's time for Arif to take control. Scene 1. The experiment begins. It's early Saturday morning, and the trio has gathered in Sarah's backyard. Her parents are out for the day, and they figure this is the safest place to start experimenting with the pendant. All right, this is going to be epic. We just have to make sure you don't accidentally blow anything up. I'm not making any promises. We need to figure out how the pendant reacts to things. Last time, it responded to the mirror. Maybe it's triggered by certain objects or places? Arif takes a deep breath, holding the pendant in his hand. He can feel its faint hum of energy, as though it's waiting for something. He closes his eyes, concentrating. Oof. Okay, I'm going to try to move something. Jason sets an empty soda can on the ground a few feet away from them. Start small. Just make it move a little. Arif stares at the can, his mind racing. He's never done anything like this before. The pendant starts to glow faintly, and for a moment, the can wobbles. Come on, come on. Suddenly, the can flies into the air, shoots past them, and smashes into a tree with a loud clang. Well, that's one way to do it. That wasn't exactly controlled. I'm trying. It doesn't always do what I want. He holds the pendant up, watching as the glow fades again. Sometimes it feels like it has a mind of its own. Scene 2. A hidden power emerges. After a few more tries, with varying results, including accidentally toppling Sarah's lawn chair and nearly knocking Jason over, the trio takes a break. We're missing something. It's not just about concentrating. There has to be a connection between you and the pendant. Yeah, like when it lit up in the West Wing. That wasn't random. It reacted to the mirror and Wren's presence. It's like it knew what I needed, but I wasn't in control. He stares down at the pendant, its silver surface gleaming in the sunlight. Seriously, maybe I need to stop forcing it and let it guide me. Jason raises an eyebrow. Like, trust the pendant? It's worth a shot. You said it felt like it was pulling you toward the mirror in the old wing. Maybe it's trying to tell you something. Arif closes his eyes again, this time not forcing the pendant to do anything. He lets his mind go blank, focusing only on the gentle hum he feels from the pendant. And then, without warning, a soft wind stirs around them. The pendant glows brighter, and this time, a strange wave of energy pulses from it. The wind picks up, swirling around them, lifting leaves and small objects into the air. Whoa! You're doing it! Shouting over the wind. Arif, stay focused. Don't lose control. But just as quickly as it began, the wind stops. Everything falls back to the ground, and Arif stumbles backward, breathing heavily. It worked, but it's exhausting. You're getting closer. You're not just reacting to the pendant anymore. You're connecting with it. Scene 3. School cafeteria chaos. The next day, back at school, the trio continues to test Arif's abilities, though in more subtle ways. They sit together at lunch, talking about their plan to investigate more of Wren's past. The cafeteria is noisy, packed with students. All right, Arif, let's try something simple. Can you make your tray move just a little? Arif glances around nervously. Here? In front of everyone? Just a tiny bit. No one will notice. Arif focuses on his lunch tray, trying to summon the same calm he felt the day before. He can feel the pendant's energy, but he tries to keep it small, controlled. At first, the tray barely budges, but then, with a subtle push of energy, it shifts slightly toward the edge of the table. Nice! See? You're getting the hang of it. But before Arif can relax, the pendant suddenly flares up. The tray leaps off the table, flies flipping into the air, sending Arif's food flying everywhere. Whoa, too much! The entire cafeteria goes silent as everyone turns to stare at the mess. Arif's face turns red, and he quickly shoves the pendant under his shirt. Nice one, Arif. Trying to start a food fight? Let's let's get out of here. They scramble to clean up the mess before anyone notices anything too strange. But Arif can't help feeling embarrassed and a little worried. If the pendant's power can spiral out of control so easily, what happens if something bigger goes wrong? Scene 4, a new warning. Later that day, as they walk home from school, Arif is quiet, still thinking about the cafeteria incident. I thought I was getting better at this, but every time I think I'm in control, it just takes over. Jason, you just need more practice. We're figuring this out. It's more than that, though. The pendant isn't just a tool. It's connected to something bigger. Ren, his experiments, maybe even the school itself. The more we learn, the more powerful it seems to get. As they turn a corner, a figure steps out from the shadows. It's a tall, older boy with slicked back hair and piercing eyes. He looks like he doesn't belong at Ravenwood, like someone from another time. I see you've been playing with the pendant. The trio freezes. None of them recognize the boy, but something about him feels off. Who are you? Ignoring the question. You don't know what you're dealing with. That pendant is dangerous, and you're not ready for what's coming. Jason steps forward, his fists clenched. What do you know about it? More than you. It's not just a trinket, it's a key to powers you can't control, and if you're not careful, it'll destroy everything around you. He glances at Arif, his eyes narrowing. You're not the first person to wear that pendant, and if you don't figure out how to control it soon, you might be the last. Before any of them can respond, Leo turns and walks away, disappearing around the corner. The trio stands in stunned silence. Sarah, who was that? And how does he know about the pendant? I don't know, but he's right about one thing. We need to figure this out, fast. Arif looks down at the pendant, fear creeping back into his mind. He thought he was starting to understand its power, but now he's more uncertain than ever. What if he's right? What if I can't control it? Sarah puts a hand on his shoulder. We'll figure it out together. You're not alone in this. End of episode 3 view.